We are going to cast on using the backward loop method. So the first thing you need to do is make a slip knot. And get that on your needle. Then the backward loop cast on is going around your thumb. So notice how you're going underneath the yarn to wrap around, and then you're going to grab the yarn from underneath. Okay, so now you've got 2 stitches. So underneath the yarn around your thumb, and grab the back loop underneath to get that stitch. There you go. And we are going to cast on 8 stitches. And anytime you're using a tubular cast on, you're going to cast on half of the amount of stitches that you actually need for the project. So we've got our 8 stitches. And we'll move on to step 2. So now you're going to use the yarn, not scrap yarn, but your actual project yarn. You will knit the first stitch and then yarn over the second stitch. Knit, yarn over, knit, yarn over, knit until the end. And your yarn might get a little jumbled up there, but you can just straighten it out. Knit, yarn over. The very last stitch you're going to knit. Now straighten out your yarn, make sure all your loops are going the right direction. You're going to churn your work and move on to step 3. Step 3 is we're going to put the yarn in front. So you see how the yarn is in front of the working needle. We are going to slip the first stitch with the yarn in front, then bring the yarn in back, knit 1. Bring the yarn in front, slip 1, yarn in back, knit 1, yarn in front, slip, yarn in back, knit, and so on until the end. And the last stitch, you will slip with the yarn in front. That's the very last stitch. Now move on to step 4. And you are going to knit 1, then bring the yarn to the front, then slip 1, knit 1, bring the yarn to the front, slip 1, etc. The very last stitch you will knit 1. So now we have our tubular cast on. That's everything that you need. You are 1 stitch short of having your total number of stitches, but you'll see in the round 1 you will add that stitch in. So now all we need to do is remove our scrap yarn. So gently pull the loops out, and I like to use the other knitting needle to pull them out, because you can just pull on the loop itself instead of using your fingers. Just pull down on that loop and pull it out. Thank you so much.